Hi, I'm Emily Cavers.
And I'm Bryce Conway.
And we are on the 1002nd Album Podcast.
Hooray!
This week we're talking about songs with key changes.
Hi, I'm Jeff Stephen, and you're listening to the 1002nd Album Podcast. This season we're talking about must-hear lists as I continue to ask people that are important to me all about the music that's important to them. Enjoy! Please welcome back Emily Cavers and Bryce Conway.
Hi, Jeff.
Thank you so much for having us.
So this is either a terrible idea or a terrific idea, but we'll find out soon enough. And the topic of choice is key changes. And my question is, what is it that's so podcast worthy about key changes and songs with key changes?
So for me, I just love when I'm listening to a song and I feel like I'm caught off guard by something. At least we've talked often about my love of prog rock and stuff that's kind of just a bit out there and weird. I just like when there's something that kind of perks up my ears and it feels like it's kind of taking it to the next level. For sure. Emily?
Well, yeah, for me, growing up in the 80s and 90s, this was the golden age of the one step up power ballad key change. It kind of shaped the music that I was hearing in pop music as a kid. And there's just something visceral about hearing a key change. And so I think for me, what I'm bringing on this list is kind of different than stuff I've brought at other visits to the podcast, just because there's something so emotional about a really strong key change. And so, I guess this is my bit of a disclaimer. I probably am bringing sappier options.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that.
than I normally would, yeah. But
Nice.
they just get you right in the feels.
Yeah, as they should, yeah. And as a spoiler, an artist who sings a song called "So Emotional" will show up for me later on. And I agree with all of the above. And Bryce, you mentioned the idea of next level. And for me, the key change songs represented the next level of guitar, where it went from the G C D to jump to the B flat bar chord.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So it did move you to more complex arrangements. And when singing along with them, I always loved the idea of swinging and usually missing the high notes that it inevitably went to as a climb.
There's nothing more satisfying than singing along and clasping your fists passionately and looking at the ceiling, and a key change is the best way to do that.
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't doing it today before I was hearing it. I was
not in the car on the way over, I'll tell you that.
Couldn't be me.
Certainly not. But no, I'm genuinely curious as to where our three circles of the Venn diagram will end up, and no better place to start than with Emily Cavers. Where did you go with your first selection?
All right, so this is certainly one that is probably not my normal go-to. This is the ultimate example of a feel-good key change that everybody wants to sing along with and gesture passionately. And you can't hear this song and not be just full of joy and angst. And that song is "I Want It That Way" by the Backstreet Boys.
Of course.
I took some notes for these, and the only note I wrote for this one is "because seriously." It's so fun, and I don't want to hear you say, God, we can all hear it in our heads.
And that was definitely one of the ones I thought of when swinging and missing for the high note. If you're singing karaoke, you have to go for it. You say. But you've got to at least go down swinging rather than watching strike three go by.
You'll never sing that song alone at karaoke. No. If you miss the note, someone in the room is belting along with you.
Yeah. I have a separate category on my list titled Notable Exclusions that Emily's going to perhaps include. And the first song on the list is "I Want It That Way."
This was on my honorable mentions until this morning, and I had it on Spotify as I was getting ready, and I just thought it would not be true to myself not to put this in my top 5. So I bumped something for it that I might have some second thoughts about later, but it just speak my truth. I want it that way.
And it's timeless, and it's one of those songs where part of the calculus of choosing the list is are we choosing the best key changes or are we choosing the best songs?
Right.
And I feel like that is both a very good song and just an awesome moment in the song. So.
Yeah, and it's one of those ones where even their harshest critics in the late 90s, early 2000s would have to acknowledge, that's a good song.
Yeah. If you were going to write a music theory textbook about a key change in a pop song, it would go exactly like this. This is an archetypal example of just putting it in right after the bridge, coming into the last round of choruses. It does everything just perfectly in a way that I think you can hear whether you understand theory or not.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And it made it onto my honorable mentions,
hey!
Bottom right corner there as the second one list. So great minds think alike. Hopefully in this case. Nice. Bryce, where'd you end up with your first choice?
So I had to include one song that encapsulates that classic Disney key change. And so I chose Donny Osmond's I'll Make a Man Out of You from Mulan, which I think there's a possibility that could be some overlap. We'll see. I think it could be the best Disney song, period. I think there's an argument to be made there, perhaps. But
100% agree.
Yeah, and I think for me, what makes that moment so great, it's not even necessarily the key change when it happens, because it doesn't necessarily like blow your socks off. It's that there's a little a cappella bit that occurs right afterwards, and it's just so satisfying. And as a grown man listening to the song this morning alone by myself, I would be lying if I said there wasn't a little bit of a tickle on the back of my neck as I heard Donnie belt out those lyrics. So just an awesome moment and a great song.
Nice. And Donnie in the 90s could do no wrong with Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat as well.
And I was shocked. I looked on Spotify, and Donny Osmond has had a career, but that song has 20 more streams than his second most popular song. It really has. I
love it. Yeah. And from the Disney perspective too, it's such a great sort of story in that one song too, where what's the military trainer?
What's his name? Yeah, I know who you mean. Yeah.
But he's sort of
yes, of course. Thank you.
But he's given up on Mulan, give up, you're through. Yeah. But then the satisfying when she throws the arrow, it's just brilliant.
Yes, absolutely. I loved it so much when I was in high school in the 90s that I dubbed it from a VHS from a copy I rented from Blockbuster. So.
Yes.
Thanks, Blockbuster.
Nice, excellent choice. Well, for my first one, I don't know if she ever did a Disney song. If she didn't, it was a missed opportunity because she's my favorite diva, Whitney Houston, of course. And so there could easily be 5 must-hear key changes within Whitney's catalog. So whether it's I Want to Dance with Somebody, I Will Always Love You, Didn't We Almost Have It All, How Will I Know, you name it. There's so many great ones to choose from. But I landed on the wonderful key change in I Have Nothing. Where did either of you ever see the Carolyn Taylor 6-episode series so she's from Baroness von Sketch and had this dream of a figure skating routine choreographed to that song and was able to persuade David Pelletier and I can't remember the other figure skater, but they basically, she choreographed a dance that they did despite having no figure skating training at all whatsoever. And it was delightful. But the note she hits on that "Don't Make Me Close" one more is just magnificent.
It's
and
totally...
so Whitney should be here many times, but if she's only allowed to make one appearance, for I Have Nothing for me.
That was in my honorable mentions, and the only note I made was sobbing.
Which is exactly the right emotion. Nice. So no overlap on round 1. The question is on round 2. Where did you end up, Emily?
All right, so my next one, I'm trying to hop genres a little bit and not just do early 90s power ballads, so we'll see how it goes. This is Stand by REM.
Oh.
So I picked this one. Obviously, it's a great song. The little synthesizer opening is so catchy. And it does the classic, one step up key change right after the bridge, but it then does another one right at the end for the last chorus. So just when you think you kind of you hit it and the goosebumps are fading, then we get back into it one more time and it's unparalleled.
Yes.
I can't think of that song without thinking of that moment in Parks and Rec where Ben makes his claymation and then you hear the first 2 seconds of Stand and then the video shuts off.
100%.
And I hear Weird Al's Spam as well when I hear that, which is, again, that's often the greatest compliment is if Weird Al has covered you and done it, I think, jumping the key change twice at the end too to fully honor the song. No, excellent choice. Late 80s REM, love it. Yeah. And Bryce, where'd you end up with your second?
So I'm not going to apologize for this pick. I feel like maybe I should. I'm choosing a millennial anthem that was a huge part of my formative years, and I'm not going to pretend that it wasn't an important song for me. And I'm choosing My Chemical Romance, and the song is "Welcome to the Black Parade." I was just graduating high school. This is an emo, maybe pop punk adjacent, very angsty song. It's a band that at the time I really liked, but I didn't really want to tell people that I liked. And now as an adult, I can really come out and fully say that I really love the music that My Chemical Romance is and was putting out. There's this great key change right in the middle of this verse during the bridge. There's this cool kind of guitar walk up where you don't really notice that the key is changing until the chorus comes in the second time, and it kind of is that sort of surprising escalation that I like so much. It's kind of easy to miss, but just an amazing song. I know how you feel about My Chemical Romance. Where do you stand?
I don't know nearly enough about them, so I cannot comment intelligently.
He's just being diplomatic.
So we have a draw then. We're 1-1 and then 1 abstain.
And the Switzerland Nice, but no, I'm intrigued. If it's got a key change, then I'm definitely intrigued.
Like, I don't care enough to be
No,
a true hater.
That's fair. I came in on the defensive.
That's right.
There's going to be pushback.
Yeah.
I like it. Nice. Welcome to the Black Parade. Nice.
Yeah.
The for my second one is, you know, a much more critically immune group called the Beatles. And the song, a little well-known group, and the song Penny Lane. And so I think it starts in A and jumps to B by the end of it. But I had a roommate in university who said, this is the song he pictures me having in my head at all times, just sort of sauntering down the street in a good mood, which I thought, I guess that's apt, I suppose. And if I'm not mistaken, the brass instrument here is a piccolo trumpet as well. Yeah. And it's so joyful and so high pitched that a regular trumpet would not
like
suffice.
What you hear in Handel's Water Music.
Yes.
Very similar.
Hopefully with the key change as
That's
well.
right.
But I love the like in the verse and the chorus, it's sort of jumping around with the keys, but then there's the big lift at the end of that final chorus. And it's one of those ones where it shows what a gift they had of making a really tricky arrangement still sounds so accessible too. So Penny Lane, the Beatles for my second key change one.
There was a brief moment where Penny Lane was on my list, and I took it off and I replaced it with another Beatles song,
Okay.
The Long Gun. Then I took that off and replaced that with Welcome to the Black Parade. So that tells you.
Penny Lane was also on my list and then eventually made its way off.
Oh, fair enough. Yes,
it's the problem with editing too much.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Nice. And the question is for number 3, where'd you go?
Okay, this was a must-have for me. This song is If I Could Turn Back Time by Cher, which is such a banger. It's such a beautiful song, and it's got a minor third key change. And this is a great one to have, I think, on this list, because she doesn't do the key change in the place where you would expect it. She does it in the middle of a chorus, and so she sings the first line of the chorus and then pivots up a minor third and then continues on, and it's totally unexpected, and it's really interesting, innovating of the whole key change structure. Plus, as a bonus, the music video is like the most weirdly horny, like patriotic, controversial thing. I love it. Cher riding a cannon in a leather thong in front of like 1,000 properly dressed like U.S. Navy SEAls. I don't think they're SEAls, but incredible. Thank you, Cher.
Because it sounds like it's in the "If I Could Reach."
Yes,
That's right.
Yeah.
That's so good. The mid phrase.
If I could reach the stars, up a minor third.
I'd give them all to you.
Oh, what a queen! Yeah.
And I love the Sean Hayes, like one Billy Grace, where he was trying to teach Cher how to do like town. If I could turn back town, which doesn't hurt the association either. Nice, Bryce. How about your third?
So unless I make some changes, kind of mid podcast, it's very ballad heavy the rest of the way. I'll be honest. So my next one is a song by Belinda Carlisle. It's "Heaven Is a Place on Earth." Just a beautiful song. I don't think I had actually heard it before. It has this appearance in this Black Mirror episode, San Junipero. Are you guys familiar with the episode at all? It's okay. It's like featured prominently in the episode, and I think that was probably my first time hearing it, and it's just this really beautiful, awesome, fun song. But I like what it does because there is this key change, but it happens right after this bar that only has 2 beats in it, so it kind of just like surprises you. We kind of expect that 1, 2, 3, and then the key change, but it kind of jumps ahead, which I like, and it just feels great. It's a beautiful song.
It is.
I love it.
Yeah, ooh baby. Excellent choice. Nice. The another group I had on here was also the title of a Black Mirror episode. I think the episode was called "Hang the DJ."
Oh, that's right.
And I kept waiting, like, when are they going to play the Smiths? When are they going to play the Smiths? And eventually it came out at the end of the episode. It's great. It wasn't that song though. It was another one of their songs called "Paint a Vulgar Picture," and I love it because there doesn't seem to be a chorus at all. But there's, if my calculations are correct, 13 verses. And they do a couple in D, then they do the same chord progression in B, then back to D, then back to B, then back to D, just back and forth for the equivalent of 13 verses. And it's its usual cheerful lyrical topics with gorgeous patterns, and it's one of the rare Johnny Marr guitar solos too. So given that he rarely does the indulgent guitar solos, and the commitment to changing key not once, not twice, not thrice, but many times, the Smiths paint a vulgar picture for my third one.
Just to torment every up-and-coming junior guitarist
Yes.
that could never play along.
That's good. Nice. To the penultimate one, where'd you end up, Emily Gavers?
Okay, so this is maybe a bit of a left turn, but this is a Canadian band. I feel like we need some CanCon in the conversation. It's a band called The Trues. Great vocal harmonies, great key changes in lots of their songs, but the one that I think about often when I think about key changes is Every in Ambition, which is a classic key change in the sense that it's like, up a tone after the bridge coming into the last chorus, but it's so magical because they have no cues from any of the instruments to telegraph the key change. It stops in one key and then it starts in another key in like 3-part vocal harmony, totally a cappella. Like, it's a feat to see them sing this live. You're like, this is like, I don't know. I grew up doing, choirs and a cappella stuff. I'm like, this is like really like expert top tier vocal work. It's beautiful. It's like really charming. I've heard them do it live and it's like electric to hear this just out of silence coming in a totally new key and perfect intonation. Like, my little music teacher heart grows 3 sizes. No one's
I like the idea of I'm bringing it out like mid-song. Everybody good? Everybody good?
but no safety net.
No
just
safety
we're
net.
going for it.
That's right. Yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah. Nice. And I don't recognize that title, but it could be like when we saw The Trues, like, oh, I know all these songs,
Totally.
but just you don't know that you know them, and so I'm intrigued. Every animation.
I'll text you it starts at time code 218.
Yes.
I believe. You can just listen to that section on a loop.
Yeah. Nice. Bryce Conway, what do you think?
Cool. So my next one, once again, we're staying on the ballad train. This is an artist that I first heard when my dad brought this CD home, and he was like, "You guys have to hear this. This guy is unreal." My dad liked, at the time, he was into like a lot of new age music, and this song is Josh Groban's "You Raised Me Up."
You raised me up.
It's a beautiful song. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. It's not cool. Doesn't have to be. It's not cool. That's fine. But there's this really powerful moment because most of the first 2 verses are like really quite soft and very like it comes in so slowly. And then you have this moment where you actually feel like the song is over, and there's like 2 to 3 seconds of silence, and then he comes back in, and you have the choral backup singers coming in. It's like you're in this big church filled with hundreds of people, and it's this really awesome, booming, powerful moment. And even if you're not really even listening to the lyrics at all, just like the sound is just so pleasing. So it's wonderful. And I listened to it on the way here, and it's a bop.
Yeah, it's
I think that we miss out on a lot of really incredible things if we get too worried about being cool.
Right.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
good for you.
Yeah. Well, I'm really thanks for saying that.
I'm also patting the desk for my last one.
Yeah.
Well, it saves the day taught us anything. We're through being cool.
Well, that's
so,
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I like it. This one to me, this song still sounded pretty cool. But early '90s. Although I'm allergic to its namesake, Chocolate Bar, Mr. Big, To Be With You.
Yeah.
And so it has all the elements of a acoustic tune that I love, with the opening knocks on the guitar to do the 1, 2, 3, 4. The bass slides down, hand claps as the percussion in the early verses too. Vocal harmonies abound, and the guitar solo is amazing with a nice harmonic at the end too, which is nice. But it makes you wait for the key change till after the guitar solo and a little line, and then it jumps from E to G, does a whole chorus in G, and then brings it back to E. But yet, even though the key goes down, the singer goes up. So it's awesome, and it ends with the delightful "woo" at the end too. So it's irresistible. It's so much fun to play and tap along with. And Mr. Big, I'm the one who wants to be with you.
That was on my honorable mentions too. Yeah, that's very of our genre. I bought that on a cassette tape with my babysitting money as a kid. And again, I totally agree. Like, setting us up for a key change that's going to continue to escalate, but then going back to the original key. It's just this clever little bait and switch. Yeah. Love it.
Which I usually don't approve of in marketing, but in key change songs, I love it. Nice. And Emily, for round 5, where'd you end up?
Okay, for the last one, this song is so important to me. This might be a perfect song. It is by like all of our queens, the Queen of Canada, Celine Dion, and the song is "That's the Way It Is." I love this song so much. This is a key change that she does, after the bridge, up a perfect fourth, which takes this up into the stratosphere. It's actually a very like sing-alongable song for most of it, and you bumping along thinking, I sound kind of like Celine Dion. I'm really good at this. And then she picks it up so high, and it's like just really beautifully angsty. Like if you've never wandered your home in a bathrobe with a glass of wine, like belting this song at the top of your lungs, and you have not lived yet. This song is just, it's everything.
That's the way it is.
That's the way it is.
Yeah. Also on my notable exclusions that Emily's going to.
All is forgiven for that. Chemical romance. Excellent choice. And Bryce, what are you thinking for your fifth?
I really struggled with the fifth one. We'll talk about it maybe with honorable mentions. There's like 6 or so that are on there that I might have said, but I went with an artist who just very recently passed away on Wednesday, and you may be able to guess who it is. It's Bonnie Tyler, and the song is "Total Eclipse of the Heart."
Yeah.
So I don't actually know. I don't have the musical knowledge to know if this is like a true key change or simply maybe like borrowed chords would be like the right term for it. I'm not sure. But it's that great key change in between the verse and the chorus. And I love the song too, because I'm a huge Meatloaf fan. I'm a huge Jim Steinman fan. And so Jim Steinman famously wrote pretty much all of Meatloaf's good songs, and he had a solo career as well. And so he also wrote this song, and it was originally supposed to be for Meatloaf. But I believe the story goes that Meatloaf wasn't able to sing it. I think he was having recovering from vocal issues, and he had lost his voice or something. It seems like a weird reason, but that's what I heard. And so he approached Bonnie Tyler to sing it, and I think Meatloaf got pretty mad that he wasn't the one picked, because when you hear it, it really truly sounds like a Meatloaf song. Right. Yeah. And even the backup, like the Turnaround Bright Eyes, it sounds like Meatloaf, but it's not. So I just love everything that Jim Steinman has ever written. And of course, no disrespect to Bonnie Tyler, she does a great job with it as well. But I love it. And yeah, we lost a real one, I guess. With Bonnie Tyler. Yeah,
her raspiness and that is so
That's
good.
Right. Yeah.
Every now and then I fall apart. So good.
Amazing.
And if that doesn't count as a key change song, then one of my honorable mentions has to be crossed out, because that was on my list. Yeah, with all the turnarounds, jumping up, so good. Nice. I was in a similar boat where there was a bunch I wanted to sneak in, but I thought the tiebreaker will be the one that explains that it's going through a key change as the song is going on. And so from the musical Hamilton, the song called "Farmer Refuted," where it's Samuel Seabreeze from England is reading this proclamation about don't let these revolutionaries lead you astray. And Alexander Hamilton says to him, as the key jumps, he's like, "Don't modulate the key and not debate with me." So I thought, A, because it's a great key change, and B, because, well, you just described it's a great key change. So for the self-awareness, I had to make that my point. So Farmer Refuted from Hamilton, the musical. Delightful, yeah. Nice. But I'm guessing our list didn't end there. Where else did you guys end up on the honorable mentions?
I had a lot, and I'm not going to go through all of them out of respect for all of your time, but I do have a couple, and one is actually a really important piece of musicological history that relates to a lot of our youths and childhoods. And actually an artist, I don't think it's ever appeared once on any of your podcasts or blog platforms. And that key change, wielding piece of musical, goodness is the Thong Song by Cisco, which has an epic story.
That's when it gets dark in the music video and they're on the beach and all the lights are on.
It's one of those songs that has no business sounding as good as it does, given how stupid the lyrics are. But there's great there's strings in the instrumentation, and you're if this was singing about something besides underwear, this could be a really meaningful little piece. Anyway, key change. No one's ever talked about Cisco or the Thong Song on your
not nearly enough.
I also had "Wouldn't It Be Nice" by the Beach Boys, because it has a key change before the first verse even begins. The intro is in one key, and then when they actually start singing, it's a totally different key, and they never return to that intro key. It's totally out of the blue, and I think that's real cheeky.
A famously difficult karaoke song, because you think it's going to start somewhere and then it's actually somewhere else.
You're nowhere where you need to be. And then another one that does some interesting things with the idea of key changes is "Born to Run" by Bruce Springsteen, where the bridge is all key changes. It's just the same riff in key after key after key, changing and changing and changing. And it modulates through so many keys that eventually it lands back where it started and they finish the song out. And so you're like, wait, did we go somewhere? No, we just came back here, which I think is very, very cute.
Yeah, very cool. Nice.
So I won't go through all of mine either. One that I do want to talk about is Billy Joel's Scenes from an Italian Restaurant.
Excellent.
But that one kind of felt, part of the reason it didn't go on my list is because it feels a little bit like cheating. Is because that song is sort of the story. It's like 7 minutes long, and it starts with him talking about days gone by. And so the beginning of the song kind of feels like it's placed in the present, and then we have this tempo shift where everything's upbeat and it goes up a few steps. And then we have sort of this flashback section, but it doesn't really feel like it's as organic of a shift. And so I kind of left it off partly because of that. And that's not a critique. It's more just about the way that the song is structured. It doesn't really feel like it surprises you, which was the big thing that I was using as my criteria. But a wonderful song. I love Billy Joel. I feel like I can't remember. It's possible I've talked about Scenes from an Italian Restaurant before, but I have talked about Billy Joel before on the pod. Another one that I have that I really like was a Steely Dan song called Kid Charlemagne. This is my personal favorite guitar solo ever. It's the song that got me back into playing guitar. And most of the key change stuff happens just during the solo, whereas the song normally is pretty much in A minor for most of it. But it sort of pops back and forth a few different times during that solo, which is just super fun. I really like it a lot. And then one more I'm going to mention. Let's go with Marvin Gaye, Ain't No Mountain High Enough. It's a really short song too. It's only like 2.5 minutes long. It's nice that they can kind of squeeze it in. But just, yeah, great.
Love it. Yeah. Nice. And for me, the list could go on and on, but to keep it to a few, Weezer's Sweater song Undone was like where that was the initial guitar, like, oh, it's so easy, and G like B flat. Like, that's hard, but it was fun. I love Bo Burnham's song Pantering, where it's another one where he announces like, would you want a key change or that sort of thing. And then there it was and Total Eclipse was on there. I wanted that it was on there, and the one that immediately came to mind for where the final key change is just Impossibly High, John Bon Jovi and Friends, Living on a Prayer.
That was on my honorable mentions as well.
How he hits those notes, I'll never fully understand.
That's another one where it feels like right before the key change, it skips a beat, so it comes at you a little bit more in a surprising way.
Yeah. Nice. Well, again, it's you never know how these are going to turn out, but I think we've got 3 completely independent circles, and so but that's the beauty of it is that there's 15 and many more.
I do think if we started to triangulate how many of our honorable mentions though, that's where we're seeing some overlap.
I also found that my memory for which songs contain key changes is very bad. Like I would go back and be like, oh, it's gotta be this, and I would put it on and listen to the whole thing and be like, no, wait, it's not in there. But my memory of it is completely wrong. So.
We're unreliable narrators.
There should be. Led Zeppelin, what were you doing?
It's true. Well, and like the Italian Restaurant one that you were talking about, like some songs they modulate and change keys, but that's not the same as that, like, you know, key change by Meat Cleaver where you don't really get a lot telegraphing. If the song is long and it's modulating over 8 minutes to, you know, key to key, it's like orchestral almost, but that's not like the same feeling as like a quote unquote key change. So I could see why that doesn't make the list the same way. Yeah.
And for the most part, I went with that rule of like, it should be something that's appeared earlier, coming back again, but in a different key. So, but there's no wrong answers among any of these, which is good. Well, I was glad we did the 3-person experiment, and until the next time.
Yes, thanks, Jeff.
Thank you so much. This was great.
This has been the 1002nd Album Podcast. Thanks for sharing some of your time, energy, and attention with us today. Take care.